Hello and welcome to Replacement Player Baseball. Today the Cubs are facing Cleveland for the second of two games on the road on the shores of Lake Erie. And today the Cubs are also activating Bryce Harper off the disabled list. He is going to be in the lineup for today's ball game. Now, on the mound for the Cubs today, we're going to see Aaron Nola. He is making start number 8. With a 3-1 record, 3.97 ERA, and a 120 WHIP. The Cubs lineup today will include Hoerner, Correa, Rizzo, Springer, Harper in his first start off the disabled list, batting 5th, Paradas, Tauchman, Amaya, Santana doing the DHing and batting 9th. For the Indians, Carlos Carrasco will be on the mound. He is making start number 8 with a 2-3 record. He has a 5.52 ERA and a 1.30 WHIP. The Indians lineup will be Yamada, Bowers, Lindor, Ramirez, Reyes, Johnson, Domingo Santana, Luplow, and Tom Murphy doing the catching. It is 53 degrees today, and the wind is blowing out to left at 11 mph. And now it is time to get today's game underway. The Indians are heading out to take the field, facing off against the Cubs with Carlos Carrasco on the mound. Nico Hoerner steps up to the plate to lead off for the Cubs as Carrasco is looking to get this game underway. The Cubs coming in with a 23-12 record, good for first place in the NL Central, facing off with the Indians, who are at 14-21 in the American League Central. Now, here's a 2-0 pitch to Hoerner. There's a ground ball over to first. Bowers makes the play. He steps on the base. That is out number 1. Next up, Carlos Correa with 1 out, nobody on. Carrasco working with a 2-2 count. Here is the pitch. A swing and a miss for strike 3. Big curveball from Carrasco. And Correa's struck out for the second out of the inning. Anthony Rizzo now the batter, with 2 outs and nobody on. Carrasco working with another 2-2 count. Here it comes. Line down the right field line. That is going to drop in for a base hit. The Cubs have their first hit of this ball game as Rizzo stops in first with a single. George Springer now the batter, with 2 outs and 1 man on. Carrasco facing Springer with a full count. And there's a grounder to short. The throw goes over to first, and that will retire the side. So the Cubs strand a runner. They do not score. We go to the bottom of the first of a 0-0 ball game. Yamada leading off for the Indians against Aaron Nola in the bottom of the first. Here's a 1-2 count, and Nola looking for the sign and delivering the pitch. And that is strike 3 called, a changeup right at the knees, and nothing Yamada could do about it. So now Bowers the batter with 1 out, nobody on. 2-2 count to Jake Bowers. And a swing and a miss for strike 3. 2 up and 2 down, both via the strikeout. Francisco Lindor is going to be the next batter with 2 outs and nobody on base. 1-2 is the count, and Nola delivers. There's a grounder back toward the mound. The throw goes over to first, and that'll retire the side. So the Indians retired in order. We go to the top of the second of a scoreless ball game. Carlos Carrasco going to face Bryce Harper here in the top of the second inning. Harper leading off for the Cubs. He batted .412 before he was hurt, with no home runs yet this season. Here's a 3-0 pitch, and Harper takes outside for ball 4. So Harper heads down to first. Next up is Isaac Paradas. With nobody out, 1 man on, here's an 0-2 pitch to Isaac Paradas. And he's going to swing and miss for strike 3. That was a fastball up and in, and Paradas could not lay off it. Mike Tauchman is the next batter. With 1 out, 1 man on, here's a 2-2 pitch, and Tauchman takes strike 3 on the outside corner. So Carrasco striking out the next 2 batters, and it brings up Miguel Amaya with 2 outs and 1 man on. Amaya facing Carrasco with an 0-2 count, and a drive down the left field line. It looks like that is going to clear the wall. Miguel Amaya with a 2-run home run, 358 feet straight down the left field line. And the Cubs now take a 2-0 lead in the top of the second inning. Danny Santana is going to be the next batter. The switch-hitting Santana, stepping up from the left side against the righty Carrasco, with 2 outs, nobody on in the top of the second inning. Here's a 2-2 pitch to Danny Santana. And he will watch strike 3 burn right past him at the knees. So that is actually the 3rd strikeout of the inning. However, 2-run score on the Amaya home run. We go to the bottom of the second of a 2-0 contest. Aaron Nola facing Jose Ramirez to lead off for the Indians in the bottom of the second inning. 2-2 count. Nola delivers a swing and a miss for strike 3. That was a fastball outside, and Ramirez could not catch up with it. Franmil Reyes is the next batter with 1 out, nobody on. Nola working with a 2-2 count. And a swing and a miss for strike 3. That's the 4th strikeout of the game for Nola. Here comes Daniel Johnson with 2 outs, nobody on. Nola working with a 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss for strike 3. Nola has 5 strikeouts in 2 innings. The Cubs are ahead 2-0 going into the top of the 3rd. Nico Hoerner coming up for the Cubs as the Cubs have turned the lineup over in the first 2 innings. He's going to lead off for the Cubs in the top of the 3rd inning. 2-2 is the count. Hoerner waiting for the pitch. And he's going to swing and miss for strike 3. That was a fastball at 98, and Hoerner could not catch up with it. Carlos Correa now the batter, facing Carlos Carrasco with 1 out, nobody on. Carlos with a 2-strike count, grounding it towards second. The throw goes over to first, and that is out number 2. Rizzo now the batter with 2 outs, nobody on. 1-2 is the count, and Rizzo swings and misses for strike 3. That is strikeout number 6 on the day for Carrasco. We go now to the bottom of the 3rd of a 2-0 ball game. Nola facing Domingo Santana here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Nola working. First pitch. There's a pop-up in foul territory. Miguel Amaya adjusting over toward the 3rd base line and making the catch for out number 1. Jordan Luplow now the batter with 1 out, nobody on. Nola working with a full count. Here comes the payoff pitch. And a check swing. The walk is issued. Ball 4. Nola is not happy about that call. He thought he went around there, but the umpire said no. So now Luplow is on first, and the catcher Tom Murphy is the batter. 1 out, 1 man on. We're going to throw over to first and see if we can catch Luplow napping. We will not. So now the pitch to Murphy with a 1-2 count. There's a swing and a miss for strike 3. So Murphy strikes out for the 2nd out of the inning. Yamada the next batter. 2 outs, 1 man on. Nola working with a 1-ball count. And there's a grounder to short. The throw goes to second. They retire the lead runner, which ends the inning. Going to the top of the 4th, it's still 2-0 Cubs. George Springer leading off against Carlos Carrasco here in the top of the 4th inning with a 1-2 count. Carrasco delivers. That is strike 3 right on the outside corner. That is the 1st out of the inning. Strikeout number 7 recorded by Carrasco. Bryce Harper now the batter. 1 out, nobody on. Harper with a 1-strike count. And he's going to ground that one to second. The throw goes over to first, and that is out number 2. Isaac Paradas now the batter with 2 outs, nobody on. Here's a 3-1 count, and Paradas takes ball 4 low, so he draws the walk, his 22nd of the season, and he heads down to first as Mike Tauschman steps up to the plate. With 2 outs, 1 man on, Cubs looking to add to this 2-run lead. Tauschman waiting for the 2-strike pitch, and there's a liner right back up the middle. A hot shot, and Carrasco gets a glove on it to end the inning. So the Cubs strand a runner. We go to the bottom of the 4th of a 2-0 ball game. Nola coming out for inning of work number 4, facing Jake Bauers. Here's a 2-ball count. Nola delivers, and a pop-up to short left field. Coming in fast and making the catch is Bryce Harper for out number 1. You know, there's something that we could actually fix relatively quickly here. Apparently, Harper and Tauschman went to the wrong defensive positions, but we've got it turned around now. So Nola facing Lindor with 1 out, nobody on. Here's a 1-strike count. Nola delivers. There's a liner up the middle. The second baseman Hoerner grabs it. He throws to first, and that is out number 2. Jose Ramirez now the batter with 2 outs, nobody on. Nola working with a 3-0 count. Here's the pitch, and that is ball 4 inside. So the walk is issued, 2nd of the day for Nola, and it brings up Franmil Reyes with 2 outs and 1 man on. Here is the 2-2 pitch to Reyes, and a swing and a miss for strike 3. So that is the 7th strikeout of the game, and now we go to the top of the 5th of a 2-0 Cub lead. Miguel Amaya is going to lead off against Carrasco here in the top of the 5th inning for the Cubs. He hit a home run this last time up, giving the Cubs their 2-0 lead. Full count pitch, Amaya waiting. Here it comes. And a swing and a miss for strike 3. Strikeout number 8 on the day for Carlos Carrasco. Brings up Danny Santana. 1 out, nobody on. 2-1 is the count. And Santana's going to line that one into center field. However, the center fielder is adjusting to his right and makes the catch for out number 2. Nico Hoerner now the batter with 2 outs and nobody on. Carrasco working with a 1-ball count. And Hoerner grounds it to short. The throw goes over to first. And 6-3 will end the inning. We go now to the bottom of the 5th of a 2-0 ball game. Nola facing Daniel Johnson here in the bottom of the 5th inning. 1-2 is the count. And Nola delivers strike 3 with the sinker. That's the first out of the inning. Strikeout number 8 for Aaron Nola. Brings up Domingo Santana with 1 out, nobody on. 0-2 count. And a little tapper in front of the plate. The throw goes over to first, and that's out number 2. So now Nola will face Luplow with 2 outs and nobody on. Here's the 2-2 count. Nola delivers. And a liner towards short. Correa picks it up, throws it over to first, and that'll end the inning. So the Indians retired in order. We go now to the top of the 6th of a 2-0 ball game. Carlos Correa now will lead off against Carlos Carrasco for the Cubs in the top of the 6th inning. 1 strike is the count. And there's a grounder to short. Lindor has it. He throws to first. That's out number 1. Rizzo now the batter with 1 out, nobody on. Here's a 2-2 count. And Rizzo pops it up. Foul territory. The third baseman chasing in front of the dugout. He makes the play for out number 2. Springer now the batter with 2 outs and nobody on. Here's the first pitch to George Springer. And a pop-up deep left field. It's carrying to the warning track, but the park is going to hold it as Luplow makes the catch to end the inning. We're going now to the bottom of the 6th. It is still 2-0 Cubs. Tom Murphy's going to lead off for the Indians in the bottom of the 6th inning against Aaron Nola. Here's the 2-strike count and the pitch to Murphy, and strike 3 is called. The fastball right at the knees, and that is out number 1. Strikeout number 9 on the day for Nola. Brings up Tetsudo Yamada with 1 out, nobody on. 2-0 is the count. And Yamada lines that one behind shortstop. Correa in short left field pulls it in for out number 2. Jake Bauers now the batter with 2 outs and nobody on. Nola working with a 1-1 count. And Bauers grounds it to second. Hoerner has it. He throws to first, and that will end the inning. So the Indians go down in order again. We go to the top of the 7th of a 2-0 ball game. Bryce Harper leading off for the Cubs in the top of the 7th inning. The difference in this game so far has been the Amaya home run. Otherwise, these two pitchers have both looked very sharp today. Carrasco coming out for inning of work number 7, facing Harper in the top of the 7th inning. 2-1 count, and there's a liner into center field. That'll be a base hit. That's the Cubs' first base hit in what feels like about 5 innings of this ball game. So Harper stopping at first. Paradas now the batter. With nobody out, 1 man on. Carrasco facing Paradas in the top of the 7th inning. 2-strike count. And a swing and a miss for strike 3. So Carrasco now has 9 strikeouts on the day. And Mike Tauchman steps up to the plate. 1 out, 1 man on. Carrasco working. Here's the pitch to Tauchman. There's a grounder to short. The throw goes to second. The relay to first. And a 6-4-3 double play is going to end the inning. We go down to the bottom of the 7th. It's time to stretch in Cleveland. We have a 2-0 Cub lead. Aaron Nola coming out for inning of work number 7. In the bottom of the 7th inning, he is going to face Lindor, Ramirez, and Reyes in the Indians lineup. Here is the 2-ball count and the pitch. And that's a liner into center field coming in fast as Springer. He makes the catch for out number 1. Jose Ramirez now the batter with 1 out, nobody on. First pitch to Ramirez and a grounder up the middle. The shortstop on the shift is in position. He throws over to first, and that is out number 2. Reyes now the batter with 2 outs, nobody on. Nola working with a 2-2 count. And that is strike 3 called. Strikeout number 10 for Nola. And the Cubs go to the top of the 8th, still ahead 2-0. Amaya now facing Carrasco here in the top of the 8th inning. The Cubs are up by 2, looking for some insurance runs. 1-2 is the count, and Amaya swings and misses for strike 3. So Carrasco now has 10 strikeouts. That's 20 strikeouts between these two starting pitchers in today's ballgame. Danny Santana now the batter with 1 out, nobody on. Carrasco working with a 2-2 count. And Santana swings and misses at the curveball for strike 3. So Carrasco pulls into the lead with 11 strikeouts. And now Nico Hoerner is the batter with 2 outs and nobody on. And that's it for Carrasco. He's going to be relieved by Nick Sandlin here in the top of the 8th inning with 2 outs and nobody on base. Sandlin has thrown 8 innings of 3-walk, 9-strikeout baseball with an ERA of 0. Hoerner facing Sandlin with 2 outs and nobody on. 2-2 is the count. Hoerner waiting for the pitch. Sandlin delivers. And strike 3 is called, so that will end the inning. The Cubs are set down in order. We go down to the bottom of the 8th of a 2-0 ball game. Nola with 90 pitches now facing Daniel Johnson here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Here's a 2-2 count. Nola delivers. There's a swing and a miss for strike 3. And Nola gets strikeout number 11. So first out of the inning, and now Domingo Santana the batter with 1 out, nobody on. Nola working with a full count. Here's the pitch. Liner towards short, picked up off the ground and thrown over to first for out number 2. Nice defensive play right there by Carlos Correa. And now Jordan Luplow the batter with 2 outs and nobody on. Luplow facing Nola here in the bottom of the 8th inning. 1-2 is the count. Nola delivers. Grounder up the middle. Correa has this one. He throws it to first and that'll end the inning. So the Indians go down in order. We go to the top of the 9th of a 2-0 ball game. Sandlin facing Correa here in the top of the 9th inning. First pitch to Correa. Here it comes. Grounder towards second. Picked up and thrown over to first. That is out number 1. Sandlin now facing Rizzo with 1 out, nobody on. Here's the 2-2 count. And the pitch to Anthony Rizzo. And that's a swing and a miss for strike 3. So Sandlin gets his second strikeout of this appearance. And it brings up George Springer with 2 outs and nobody on. And we're going to go to the Cub bullpen. And we are going to see Edwin Diaz getting some work in the bullpen between innings. So Springer is going to face Sandlin with 2 outs and nobody on. Here's a 2-2 count and the pitch to George Springer. And that's a swing and a miss for strike 3. So the Cubs go down in order. We go down to the bottom of the 9th. The Cubs are still up by 2. Nola with 106 pitches is coming out to pitch the bottom of the 9th inning. Protecting the 2-run lead. He's going to face Tom Murphy and then the top of the Indians lineup in the bottom of the 9th inning. Nola working with a 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And Murphy pops it up down the left field line. Chasing is Tauchman, excuse me. He reaches up and makes the catch for out number 1. Yamada now the batter with 1 out, nobody on. Nola working with a 2-2 count. There's the pitch. A liner down the right field line, and the no-hitter is broken up. With 1 out in the bottom of the 9th inning, the Indians get their first base hit of this ball game. So Yamada, with a stand-up double, is now standing on second. And the next batter is Jake Bauers. So Nola, with 117 pitches, is now going to come out of this ball game in favor of Edwin Diaz. Diaz is going to be brought in to try to earn the save, get the final 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th inning. He inherits a runner on second with 1 out, facing Jake Bauers in the Cleveland half of the 9th inning. Here's a full count pitch from Edwin Diaz. He's looking for the sign, and here it comes, and that is inside for ball 4. So the walk is issued, the tying run is now on base, and Francisco Lindor is the next batter. Diaz, to his credit, has now set up a force play, which could lead to an inning-ending double play, I suppose. Diaz facing Lindor with 1 out, 2 men on here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Here's a 3-1 count. Diaz is going to deliver, and that's a liner into left, chasing, and the running catch. Tauchman with an amazing one-handed catch in left field. He just probably saved 2 runs. And now with 2 outs and 2 men on, Jose Ramirez comes up for the Indians. Bottom of the ninth inning, Cubs up by 2. Diaz working with a full count. And there's a grounder to first. The throw goes to the pitcher covering, but he's late. And now the bases are loaded. And suddenly, the Indians still have life. Franmil Reyes comes up now for the Indians with 2 outs and the bases loaded. Diaz getting kind of a bad break with the infield single there. We are going to warm up Nick Birdie. We're going to visit the mound and get him a chance to start warming up. Now, Diaz needs to retire Reyes to end this game with 2 outs and the bases loaded. Cubs up by 2. Diaz working. Here's the 1-2 count. And a swing and a miss for strike 3. So he chases the high fastball and the Cubs are victorious 2-0. Here in Cleveland, they pull off the 2-game sweep of the Indians. The player of today's game is the Cubs' Aaron Nola. He went 8 1/3 innings, walking 2 with only 1 hit and striking out 11. He gets his 4th win of the season, going to 4-1. Edwin Diaz getting his 10th save of the season, allowing 1 hit and 1 walk and making the 9th inning a whole lot more interesting than it really needed to be. Carlos Carrasco, for his part, suffers the loss. He actually pitched very well. 7 2/3 innings of 3-hit, 2-run baseball with 2 walks and 11 strikeouts. The difference in this game again was the Miguel Amaya home run, hit all the way back in the 2nd inning. So the Cubs improved to 24-12 while the Indians dropped to 14-22. Thank you for watching Replacement Player Baseball.